iPhone XR versus Google Pixel 3 speed test coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. iPhone XR versus Google Pixel 3 speed test. This is the smaller edition. Let's go ahead and begin with a boot up in 3, 2, 1 and see which one can get there first. Now I did get my replacement Google Pixel 3. The chipping phone is gone. So this one is fresh in mint condition and it is a very compact device here in the Pixel 3. And wow, just blows away the iPhone XR in the boot up test. That is an incredible, whoa. This is like the fastest phone I've ever seen boot up on this channel. Blows the iPhone XR to smithereens on the boot up test. Okay, so let's go ahead and test Face ID versus simplistic fingerprint scanner on the Pixel 3. Let's go into Face ID, 3, 2, 1. And you can see it's in, 3, 2, 1. You can see it's in. Of course, you still have to look at it and give it a little swipe, but it's still pretty fast. Now, this is just a basic fingerprint sensor on the back, but it's smack in the middle right where you would want it. Very comfortable, easy to reach, and there's no camera sensors or nothing above it like you might see on some Samsung phones or even older OnePlus phones where you'll smudge up the camera. It's sitting alone right there. 3, 2, 1, we're in. So 3, 2, 1, we're in. So it works. It's not the fastest fingerprint sensor I've ever seen on the Pixel 3, but it's pretty accurate and it works as expected and how it should. Although you can authenticate with applications on Face ID, it seems a little more modern on the iPhone XR. You can still use the fingerprint sensor to do all your authentication for the Pixel 3 as well. Okay, so we arrived at the application portion. The iPhone XR is running iOS 12.1. You can see all the applications are closed. The Pixel 3 is running Android 9 Pie. Just look at this small compact feel of the Pixel 3. It's so much more compact than the XR is, and it has an OLED screen on it. And it's about the same price point as that phone. This one over here is very personal, has some beautiful colors. I just love both of these. They're just really great devices here. And I think either one you go with, you can't go wrong. Now, before we actually start the applications, I want to mention that the Google Pixel is one of the only Android phones that does give you a smooth, buttery feel just like the iPhone does, which means very smooth animations. Let's go into calculator. And you can see that one look like the XR. And the Google Pixel 3 comes home first. Let's go into clock, and you could see that one look like the XR. Let's go into Snapchat. You can see that's the XR again, but the Pixel 3 is very smooth as you're seeing. Let's go into WhatsApp. And that is the Google Pixel 3. No choppiness on that Pixel 3. Let's go into Twitter. And you can see Twitter is first for the Pixel 3. Snapdragon 845 versus the A12 Bionic. 3 gigabytes of RAM on the left, 4 on the right. Instagram. And you could say that the Pixel 3 is more competitive with the iPhone XS if you actually look at the specs. But the iPhone XR is more in its price range. So Instagram, again, just like every other Android versus iOS phone, it's basically faster scrolling versus smoother scrolling here. Let's go into YouTube. And you can see YouTube is first on the right and then on the left. Let's go into trending tab. And you can see very fast scrolling on the Pixel 3, very smooth scrolling on the iOS device. Both of them very nice. Let's go into Prime Video. And you can see Prime Video on the right and then on the left. So a significant lead there for the Pixel 3 in that one. What about Amazon? And Amazon does load up first for the Pixel 3. So nice little phone with good performance. Let's go into eBay. But the chin is much larger, and with the software button right here, you can see how the XR comes way down to the bottom, but it looks like the Pixel 3 won there on eBay. It just has a much cleaner design when it comes to the bottom of the screen. Let's go into Slither. And you can see Slither is first for the XR as expected. I'm gonna play against AI here. Once you're actually in the game, no problems on either, but the XR is definitely gonna significantly load these games faster no matter what you're playing on a device. So you can see there goes the XR ahead again, and it will get into the game first over the Pixel 3 as well. It's just a more powerful chipset, 7 nanometer versus 10 nanometer chip over here on the Google Pixel 3. Let's go into speed test, and you can see looks like we had a huge delay on the Pixel 3, but it caught up, but I didn't like that. Let's go home. Let's go into Video Shop, and you can see Video Shop first on the left for the XR. This is a pretty close test. Chrome versus Safari, and that looked like Chrome for me. What about Geekbench 3, 2, 1. And I don't think, no, it hasn't been updated for the 10R either just yet. So that one still goes to the Pixel 3, but they need to update that Geekbench. Overall, you've seen in the single core, single round of applications that they're pretty close. And the Pixel 3 has a very smooth animation. So both of these are going to feel like very smooth phones. But again, still, the iPhone with the dead trigger, with the slither, and with more graphically intensive games that would perform the same tasks, it would show that it's more powerful and smooth in games. And we're going to test the video rendering in a little bit here. Okay, so let's get on to the multitasking. Beginning with the 10R, we're just going to see if we get any reloads here. 3 gigabytes of RAM. I don't expect many, as the prior 3 gig of RAM phones, like the 8 Plus, 7 Plus, never really had too much of an issue with holding applications, so 10R shouldn't be a problem either. Let's go into the slither, dead trigger pauses, and speed test. Video shop, look at this performance, just beautiful here on the 10R. Amazing stuff, perfect. There was no reloads, no stutters, no nothing. But there has been rumors that the Pixel 3, or people saying, maybe they're not rumors, actual people saying that their Pixel 3s are multitasking horribly. So we're gonna see if this is the case here on mine. We do have the Geekbench, Chrome, Video Shop, so far so good, dead trigger, but can it keep this up? Let's go into slither, so far so good, eBay, Amazon, Prime Video with the reload, YouTube with the reload, not nice. Let's go into Instagram with the reload, Twitter with the reload. So yes, this one is suffering the same. Snapchat with a reload, clock with a reload, and calculator seemed to reload too. So all the way from like what was it, YouTube or Prime Video, it was somewhere in here, like a bunch of apps just started reloading. So the multitasking and RAM management performance is better by far on the iPhone 10R. However, this could be fixed with an upcoming update from Google, so I wouldn't write the Pixel 3 off right away just because of that. But if you're looking for the better RAM management right now, it's the 10R. Okay guys, so we're gonna see which one can actually render this video first and save it to the respective galleries. We're gonna hit save here for the 10R. We're gonna go to 1080p on this device. Let's go to next, and let's put this one in 1080p as well. Okay, so let's save it to the gallery in photos in 3, 2, 1. And you can see it looks like the Pixel 3 jumped ahead, but will the 10R win or will the Pixel 3 win? They're going at a pretty similar rate so far, but it looks like the 10R says, sit down, Pixel 3, I'm gonna take the victory today, and it does by a significant margin. This is only a 1-minute video. I can only imagine a 10-minute video where the 10R would probably jump ahead by 3 to 4 minutes on a render, and that is a big deal if you're trying to get your content out pretty quick. Okay guys, so the final Geekbench scores are in. 4763 single versus 2357 single on the Pixel 3. This is a crushing win for the 10R in Geekbench scores. 11174 versus 7261. This is a V12 engine. This is a V8. It's a clear win to the iPhone 10R. So in conclusion, iPhone 10R versus Google Pixel 3. We know the winner here. It's the 10R with the better performance overall than the Pixel 3. The Pixel 3 is not a bad performer, don't get me wrong, but the RAM management is disappointing considering this phone is more than this phone. So I think Google, if you're listening, put 6 gigs of RAM minimum on the Pixel 4 next year, 4 XL, maybe give that one 8 gigabytes of RAM, and we'll really start seeing the Pixels take it up to the next level. However, it's still very buttery smooth, just like an iPhone here on the Pixel 3, and one of the smoothest Android experiences you're gonna get. If you guys wanna see a more in-depth, should you buy iPhone 10R or Pixel 3 full comparison, let me know down below in the comment section of this video. And if you found this one enjoying, entertaining, informing, do me a favor, click that like button for me. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more. Nick here helping you to master your technology. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to be well, and peace.